Good morning, Madam Chair, Supervisors, and Mr. Huckleberry. I'm Kevin Kubitskey. I'm with the Pima County Deputy Sheriff's Association, and I'm the Vice Chair. I have provided each of you with a packet that reflects the most important parts of the cost summary report that you received from the Sheriff's Department earlier this month. I approach all of you with humbleness and understanding of the situation that Pima County is in financially. As you have heard and will hear, the situations with retaining our deputies and corrections officers is dire. Since receiving your cost summary booklets, we have had an additional 8 deputies that are in the 6 to 9 year range actively involved in processes with other agencies. The cost to retain and replace these individuals is documented on page 3 of the packet provided. These costs are based on the average between an 8-year deputy and a 6-year deputy with little and great training. As far as back as I have been able to research, the Sheriff's Department has not been in the position of losing so many deputies and corrections officers to other agencies as it is now. Due to so much turnover in other agencies and around the state, and the fact that 17 of the largest agencies in the state, Pima County Sheriff's Department is number 17, as it applies to salary, benefits, and parity. We are in line to lose a great deal of our deputies this year. This will put greater strain on the deputies that do remain. The Sheriff's Department currently responds to every single call that comes in within an hour. Our response times to major incidents in association with the geographic area that we are responsible for can be compared to any agency in this nation. We are truly an agency to be emulated. However, if something is not done immediately to address the situation, we will lose valuable people and their training. Law enforcement is a calling, and the Sheriff's Department has some of the best men and women to serve the profession. We will continue to serve our community because it's a calling, because we care. The PCDSA and the FOP are asking for an amendment to the budget outlined on page 6 of this packet. Number 1, full decompression, $5,681,171.82. This would bring all deputies and corrections officers to proper adjustment within their prospective step plan. This does not cover parity with agencies in the state. Number 2, half decompression, $3,231,961.30 for fiscal year 2015-2016. This would bring all deputies and corrections officers to step 3. This would help us retain what we have. Remaining decompression at $2,449,210.79 at fiscal year 2016-2017. This would finish all steps for deputies and corrections officers. This does not cover parity. Option 2 breaks up the amount of money needed to complete the steps. If the step issue is not addressed, then Pima County will be looking at $7.5 million or more to fix the problem in fiscal year 2016-2017. The bottom line is by not adjusting the men and women of the Pima County Sheriff's Department to the original promised and now greatly needed steps, it will indirectly affect the taxpayers of Pima County through added training and loss of valuable experience that cannot be replaced. This in itself creates liability for all of us. Thank you for that. And Madam Chair, I have a letter, an impact letter I got this morning. I know I'm over time.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. This was sent by an FOP member to me this morning and asked if I could read it.
Before you start that, I just have a really quick question.
Absolutely.
When on page 3, the investment loss and cost to retain deputies, 10 to 15 deputies leave, you have in ranges between 193 or approximately 194 to 291. Is that per deputy, or is that the overall cost for all?
If we lose 10 deputies,
the cost is 193, but not
we've lost $193 or $193,839
okay, so it's total
worth
cost.
of training.
It's total cost. That's what I needed. Okay, proceed.
A couple short months ago, the leaders of our department came before you and at your request later presented information to you regarding the state of our department in regards to personnel. Today you have heard or will hear from most of the members of our department and the hardships they are going through and will face in the near future. Some have made the difficult decision to move on and take the wealth of knowledge and experience with them. The department is losing well-trained and experienced officers to other law enforcement agencies or other related fields that will utilize the training and experience. A reason for this is due to the inconsistent pay adjustments. We have appreciated the small adjustments along the way, but the Band-Aid can't stop the bleeding anymore. Our department leaders and its members are not requesting parity or raises. We are asking for you to address pay adjustments that affect a large number of our deputies and corrections officers. These are pay adjustments that were stated in recruiting advertisements, pay adjustments that are needed to maintain a competent and experienced workforce. In our previous conversations with you, we know that you are already aware of the consequences of having an inexperienced workforce and no veteran officers to train and mentor these employees. The upcoming retirements and the officers that have chosen to leave will only amplify the problem. The reduced department budget will not allow for additional training beyond the academy and specialized training necessary for officers to fill spots vacated by those leaving. There are conditions created in perfect storm for making our taxpayers responsible for payment of future lawsuits, as well as the cost wasted on the training of the officers that are now leaving. We are aware of the documents presented to you, and we believe that this is an issue that requires your immediate attention. If this issue is ignored for another year, it will only cost taxpayers more money. 2 years ago, this issue would have been resolved for approximately $4 million. Now the Board of Supervisors are looking at an expense of approximately $6 million to correct. With further delay, this cost only increases. We emphasize the Board of Supervisors and the difficult decisions that they are faced with regarding these concerns. We know that we are not the only department that faces these issues. With the increased danger facing those that chose to serve this community and the public scrutiny regarding law enforcement today, these current conditions make it difficult for the department to retain its veteran officers and to recruit new officers. As you consider the approval of the current budget, ask yourself what person would choose to continue to work in these conditions, knowing that they will continue to be paid the entry level for numerous years and face the dangerous and scrutiny that law enforcement faces today. No additional training to assist with them with their job and likely to be subject for future lawsuits, whether righteous or not. How does the department recruit new members with this to offer? How do you continue to maintain the current workforce when you know danger increases everywhere danger increases because there is no one to back them up? What do you say to the citizens of Pima County when the Pima County Sheriff's Department is unable to provide adequate service to the citizens that pay and have an expectation for competent, capable, and well-trained public servants? Something that was brought up to me as I close was we had Avery Cox was going to come speak with you, but he had worked the last 24 hours, so he couldn't be here to speak. Avery Cox is a well-known name. He was at the training center, and he was a class officer, and he's trained numerous officers, hundreds. And that's not just from us, it's from Oro Valley, it's from Marana. And in doing so, there were times where he was training these people, and the Oro Valley officers and the Marana officers were making more money than he was. Just something to consider. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Is there anyone else?